Guys, this is a late night post. Let's check the time right here, 9:49 p.m. But when I saw that comment that someone put there that I really need the part two, I need the sponsorship letter ASAP. It's like I need to jump on this. So I just really finished my chores or tasks for the whole Sunday, prepping for the week and whatnot. And I decided to jump on this and get this done in case my week is too busy and I'm not able to put this together for you all. So also big shout out to all of you who watched the part one and commented, liked, and shared. Really appreciate it. So what part one and part two am I even talking about to begin with? So we did this video, which is how to show proof of funds specifically for your Canada visa. That's the part one. And this part two, I'm going to show you how to write a sponsorship letter to buttress or to support your proof of funds. This is really for not you if you're self-sponsored or self-funding, but for if you're in a situation where someone else is sponsoring you, that's your parent or sibling or whoever it is. So yeah, I don't have Microsoft Office. I was using the school version, but now I don't have any. So what I don't have to do, I think it's still going to do the job. And I tried using the audio on my AirPod, and then the PC audio itself is not the best, so I had to jump on my work headphones. That's how come I went headphones at 9:50 p.m. But let's just get into it. So the first thing that you have to do is address the letter. Put your address on the letter, and you can also go ahead and put your name. There's no harm there. And I'm not going to go into the literature part of this where you say, oh, it should be on the middle, or it should be on the left hand side, or it should be on the right hand side. Just make sure that it's a formal letter format and it's presentable and it makes sense what you're saying. The most important thing is to explain why your sponsor is sponsoring you and make it convincing enough, basically. So let's say Mr. Sponsor, and Mr. Sponsor's address is P.O. Box. This is a fake address, so don't try nothing. 0000 Sponsor Drive. Let's say Accra, Ghana. Some people like to add West Africa. I don't know if I'll just take that out. No. Anyway, now you have to address it to the embassy. So depending on the country you're in and the embassy you'll be sending your documents to. So I'm using the Ghana embassy, and I looked online. I actually went to canada.ca to get their address. So this address I got is from canada.ca. I didn't just go pull up any address from wherever. But when I submitted my document for my study visa, it went to the Austrian embassy, because at that time I was in Budapest, so I sent that to the closest embassy. That was the Austrian embassy. So that goes to show that don't just take whatever embassy I'm giving you. Go and check what's the embassy affiliated to your country and then address to that embassy. Okay, so it's 42 42 Independence Avenue, Accra, Ghana. You can put the date if you want. It's optional, so just put day if you want, just day, month. Yeah, don't put DDMMYY. Put the actual date there. Come on, you know better than this. Anyway, then we want to address it, right? So dear sir or madam, and then we'll put this here, the underline sponsorship caps. So I just have my phone on the side, but you will see it in the cut. So just sponsorship letter. The title doesn't have to be so fancy. Just sponsorship letter, I think is fine. But if you have something better you want to put there, like whatever, just put it there. Just make it make sense, right? Then you start with the sponsor's details. Just go straight to the point. Don't start with all those fancy quotes you see on Google, like as time, blah 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 blah. Education is the pillar or is the root of success for every individual, and I as a parent believe it's paramount for my child to have education. That's why I'm sponsoring. No, nobody got time for that, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
So I, Mr. Sponsor, I'm a businessman, or let's say I'm a doctor, and I am writing to you as the father of child sponsor. So put here your name, like literally insert your name, bro. I'm just putting child sponsor here to make it more realistic, right? I, Mr. Sponsor, I'm a businessman and doctor. I'm writing to you as the father of child sponsor to solemnly declare that I will be taking care of the financial side. No, I will be financially supporting my son for his 1-year program at MB New Brunswick Community College. So here's where, if you want to put in those fancy stuff, you can, like those things, you can say that child sponsor. Let's just use my name, because I know some of you are going to just copy this word for word and not change nothing. So Nana has always had a passion for solutioning or solving business problems, and in her current capacity as a team lead in business development, she does a lot of problem solving. I believe after she has studied the business analysis program at New Brunswick Community College. No one should come for me for my spelling. It's 10 p.m. and I'm doing this. She will be further equipped with the skill set to efficiently and productively support businesses in Ghana to solve their business problems and create a culture of change management within the business, the Ghanaian business economy. Due to my unwavering belief in Nana, I am going to financially fund. So here, if the person is funding everything like food, tuition, rent, plane tickets, please spell out everything. If it's just going to be just the tuition, spell out the tuition, spell out the full amount. So I'm going to financially fund her full tuition of. Now I know that MBCC's fees have increased, so this is the old tuition I remember offhand, right? But you need to check 10,750 as well as living expenses totaling bro alright 10,000 20,750 20,750. I have attached my bank statement as well as my Ghana card or passport as proof of my relationship with Nana. Also attached is the birth certificate. Please do not hesitate to contact me if further information or clarification is needed. Okay. Best regards. The person's signature, and the name, Mr. Sponsor. Phone number. Yep. Phone number. So guys, this is the format I used to, because I was sponsored, right? My pops sponsored me. So this is the format I used, and he attached his Ghana card and bank statements and the birth cert, and of course I got my student visa, study permit, or whatever you want to call it. But it's not exactly word for word what I used, but the format was the same, and that's the most important thing. You can use your own words, you can write whatever you need to write, but make sure the format makes sense and the format is following this train. You have your sponsors details, that's their address. You have the embassy's address, you can put the date if you want, and then you have the salutation, and then you have the intent of the letter, right? That could be like in caps or just normal letter casing, and you have the introduction. And I think for the introduction it's important to go straight to the point and talk about yourself and your sponsor talking about themselves and their relationship to you and what they are doing. So that's why here we say, I sponsor, I'm a businessman or doctor, and I'm writing to you as the father of Nana to solemnly declare that I will be financially supporting her. Okay, so my daughter for her 1 year. So the introduction goes straight to the point, talks about who the sponsor is and who you, the person being sponsored, are, the relationship, and what the sponsor wants to do. Then if you want to expatiate, you can do that in the subsequent paragraph. So subsequent paragraph, you see me talking about the passion and what the person being sponsored currently does and how they're coming to do that program at MBCC. So this is pretty much like your statement of purpose, right? You can pick from there and put some of those things in here, and then talk about the amount. This is very critical, guys. Talk about how much your sponsor will be giving you. If your sponsor is giving you 5K, write 5K there, because their bank statement is going to show 5K, and then your sponsor is going to write in this letter that I'm sponsoring the full tuition, and then it comes and it's just 5K in the bank statement. You are still going to be, like, your application is still going to be rejected. Trust me. So be very clear here. Know the exact amount they're going to be sponsored. As I've done here, put the exact amount here, and then write the documentation you have backing the sponsorship, and put your information, sign, and add this. So your sponsor is going to put this letter together, or you can put this letter together for them, send it to them to sign with a blue ink pen, and also put their phone number and whatnot, and send it back to you. Then you scan it and attach it to your documentation. It's as clear as that, guys.